Hi everyone and welcome to this demo of Flexiant Cloud Orchestrator. I'm Tony Lucas, founder and VP of Product for Flexiant. And what we're going to take you through today in the next 5 minutes is just a very quick overview of some of the features and functionality of Flexiant Cloud Orchestrator's end user interface. Just to give you a really good idea of how it works. Now the first thing to note is that this interface, the way you see it now, is designed to be very, very flexible in the way that it's actually used. So everything about this can be changed to suit you and your target customers, whether that's the tabs that you've got across the top, the colors, the branding, what each of these individual widgets actually displays. It can all be completely changed and configured, and there's videos on the website to show you more about that and how that works if you want to. So I'm just going to very quickly take you through how you actually get a server up and provisioned and a few other things as well. So without any further ado, we're going to tell it to create a brand new server, and we'll say we want to call this My New Server. You then pick the CPU and RAM offering you want the server to have, and these are all completely configurable. You then pick the image you want to use, the disk configuration you want to use, and the network configuration. Again, all of these, depending on how you've got it set up, can be configured to a variety of different options. Tell that to save. That will now go and build that particular server, assign it an IP address, give it a password, etc., etc. This is the main management dialog for a server, so this is where you can find out username and password details. You can see its disk configuration, its network configuration, its firewall setup, for example. And what we'll do just before we start this one is we'll say we want to actually give this a firewall, apply a firewall template to it. So we'll see, okay, there's no existing ones at the moment. We'll create a brand new template and we'll call this My New Template. It was very good with names. Now you add that template to here. We've given it default rules for now, but you can actually then go in easily and manage the individual rules of that firewall as well. Okay, now we'll tell it to start the server. And what this does at this point is this when it actually goes and finds what we call a compute node, a physical machine to actually deploy this onto. It finds the best one based according to our dynamic workload placement system, and that's what it's doing now. Give it a few seconds and it'll be available. There it is. And now you can see from the inbuilt console that I'll just drag on over here. Here is that machine up and running in all its glory. You can see the console's working there. This is a fully graphical capable console, so whether it's Linux or Windows, you can actually see exactly what it's doing. And this is great if you have a problem with a virtual machine, you can't get it to boot, for example. Obviously, you can still use SSH or RDP or whatever you normally use to connect to machines as well, but this is great as a backup option. Now that that's up and running, just to show you a couple of things that you can actually do with it. You can see it's there now. You may want to, at any point, take a snapshot of a particular server so that you could clone it onto a brand new server, or so that you can keep it to roll back if you need to at any point. So we'll just take the snapshot there, call it My New Snapshot. Which disk do I want to take it from? I want to take it from My New Server. So what you might want to do, for example, is once you've actually created the server, you've got it deployed, you've got it configured, let's say you've made it into your perfect web server and you need another 9 web servers. So rather than have to do this time and time and time again, what you would want to do is actually create your own image from this particular server and then redeploy that itself. So you can't make an image from a running server. You technically could, but it's a bad idea, so we get you to stop it first. That's now shutting down, and what we'll just do is switch to the Images tab, and we'll create a brand new image from that server. So if we now just say, we'll call this My New Image. You pick the default username or password you want it to have. You can get it to generate a brand new password for you as well. And then you say you want to create from an existing disk, which will be the My New Server disk. That's now created that as a brand new image. We'll add it into my favorites list so that it appears in my list to actually use. And just to show you a couple of things you can do from now that you've created it as an image, you can add various information about it, such as its operating system, what version it is, keywords about it. And you might say, well, why do I want to do that? That's actually because you can share that image with other users if you want to, other specific customers. Or if you have the appropriate permissions and access, you can actually publish it to everybody else on the platform to use as well. So now we've done that, if we go back to servers, and you'll see if I go to create a server, Now in the image list, there's my new image. Simple as that. And I can now create a brand new server from that if I want to. So just to show you, that's how easy it is to get a server, create it, turn it into an image. Just to show you how you can configure the user interface really easily, for example, what we might want to say is, okay, I want to filter this list of servers. So if I just tell that server to start up again now that I've created the image from it, what I might say in my list here is I want to filter this list to only show me servers that are running. Oh, sorry, that are running even. So many servers that are running, because it's my dashboard. It's important for me to only see servers that are running. So that very easily now I've filtered that to only show me those relevant servers. And if I want a list of all the servers, I can just go to the Servers tab. On top of that, though, what you can also do is change the fields and the columns that it actually shows you based on that as well. So I might say, because I know it's running servers, I'll remove the status column because I don't need it, because I know it's running. And just to be sure, I'll actually change the name of the tab to do that as well. And that's how easy it is to configure the interface. And finally, the very last thing to show you is, because you can group and filter these resources by whatever status you might want, whether they're running or what, you can even group them by your own resources and own categorization, such as what department or what project or who's looking after them. You can also perform actions against multiple servers very easily. So let's say, for example, I wanted to start all of these servers. You can just quickly select them all. Obviously, unselect that one because it's already running. Go to the action bar and say, I want to start all of these, and it will then say, okay, you want to start all of these. It's posted that as a request. It will now go off and try and start all those servers. And there you go. It's trying to start them all at once. So that's a whirlwind tour of how easy it is to create resources with the platform, turn them into more advanced images, how you can manage those, and how you can perform some, make it very easy to actually perform actions against multiple servers as your virtual resource base starts to grow. So thank you very much for watching. If you do want to find out more or download a free trial of the software, which you can get to completely free of charge, then go to www.flexiant.com.